Okay. We've got a best of 5. This is Salt Mine Open Quals. And this is the qualifying match for day 2. The winner of this will move on to the next, of course, day 2, the next day of Salt Mine Quals. So they're not all the way in just yet. But this is their final chance for qualifier number 3. We were actually just talking with Toxiic. This is his final chance because he is no longer available for qualifier number 4. So he's got to make it happen right here, right now. And his opponent is Gramma. Now, I have to assume that Gramma is not on his absolute A game. And let me tell you why. The prior series went to Game 5, and it was a player that even Toxiic did not recognize. And so typically, you know, if they don't even recognize them, it's probably not a player that is typically highly rated in 1v1s. Maybe not very active in the 1v1 leaderboard. And so, you know, a player like that, I would expect Gramma to handle pretty comfortably with a 3-0 or a 3-1. But as I said, it went to Game 5, and it looked like quite the battle. Which leads me to, again, assume that Gramma may not be in prime form. Now, of course, we'll see. There's always something to be said about playing underdogs versus, you know, playing your peer. In fact, I think it's fair to say that Gramma is a slight underdog in this matchup. He's going to put an air dribble flip reset across the goal line for a second goal. Toxiic wrestles away that midfield boost and takes possession. Air dribble bump is good. He's tied it up. Clean beat on the kickoff. But a quick recovery from Gramma. Oh my goodness, he just ignores the corner boost. And I like the idea, I like the discipline. Immediately put your opponent on the back foot, but he probably should have been a little bit safer down there in the offensive end. The clear for Toxiic results in a wide open counterattack goal, so he's got a lead once more. Immediately from respawn, Gramma right back into the action. Early challenges seem to be the trend. Toxiic has made a mistake. He wanted to whip that back into the right corner, but did not get the flick that he wanted. And basically passed it for Gramma. Big 50 in the orange box. Gramma gets a 4th goal and a lead with a little over 2 minutes to play. Oh. I mean, the pace of play right now is blistering. Gramma continues to push as fast as he can handle. And it will net him a 5th goal. Toxiic misses the clear. And then it's just in poor position for the following play. Gramma will put in a 6th. He's been diving early and aggressively throughout all of game 1. Finally throws in a fake challenge. Forces Toxic into a poor aerial play. He's got a 7th, Gramma. Despite my bit of skepticism and concern as we rolled into the series, Gramma looks comfortable. Oh, that's nice. Toxic's flip reset up on the ceiling. Allows him to hold this dodge. Scoop this over the top of the challenge. Musty flick. We'll give him a 4th, but with 34 seconds left, it's unlikely that we see Toxic surge back into this. And that will be it. Game 1 goes to Gramma. Strong position for Toxic following kickoff. Results in a quick goal. 7 seconds in, Toxic with a lead. Now the following possession as well. Toxic flicks it just around Gramma. Right here in the midfield. Gets himself a 2nd goal. Air dribble bump attempt. Knocked away by Toxic. Gramma maintains possession. Back to his own side. The double flip reset. Full length of the field. Gramma. Air dribble. Reset number 1 right here at the midfield. Reset number 2 outside the orange box. And a clean finish. Toxic with a save off the post. Those are always so frustrating. The save off the post basically results in a clear as well. Another back wall set up for Gramma. Saw double reset last time. Standard air dribble this. Go. And I think he'll be conceding. Oh, wait a second. Shot is wide. So he'll survive for a bit more. Decent clear will push Toxic back to his own side. Gramma aggressively pressing forward. 0 boost in the tank. He will eventually pull back. Oh, that is a perfect flick. Toxic to the top right corner. We gotta watch this again. Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness. Gramma gets a 4th. Another flip reset. The double touch. He may have overextended there. Toxic with an open net. Gets a 5th. Reclaims a 3-goal lead. Oh! Toxic goes underneath this time. Lots of scoring here in game 2. Back and forth stuff between Toxic and Gramma. Another early shot, and it might result in a fairly easy opportunity for Toxic to double touch. There's blocked away by Gramma. Still pinned deep in his own half with 0 boost. Actually, Toxic forgoes the midfield. Gramma dives once again, refusing to back off. And eventually Toxic will find an opening for 7th. Oh, Toxic just rips one from the midfield, and Gramma did not respect the shot. He'll be conceding an 8th. And that is a play right out of Gramma's book. Toxic, very obvious and early dive, easy outplay for Gramma. Final 60 seconds. Gramma may actually be pushing the pace too fast. You can see, it just looks like he's out of control here, diving past a couple of different challenges. Just handing over possession to Toxic. The series will be tied after game 2. Toxic has a 5-goal lead here with 30 seconds left, which is certainly certainly going to hold, especially because Gramma now just running the clock down, pulling it back to his own side. Both players ready for the next game in the series. One. Toxic early goal in game 3. He's going to get a second. Gramma. Consistency seems to be falling off here. Just misses the touch there. No challenge. No rush. Toxic will have the next possession as well. Potentially a 3-goal opportunity for a 3-goal lead here. The flick is weak, so Gramma will send the first attempt away. And this all-out aggression from Gramma, he's just going to have to make an adjustment. This is not going to continue. It will not continue to work against Toxic. You know, I mentioned it there in game 1. He finally did have a mix-up with the fake challenge, and it forced Toxic into a poor aerial play. If he'll mix it up, it will make these instant challenges, you know, that much more effective. He will get one there. He's got another one. Gramma holds the flip reset till the final moment. Can't get it past Toxic and will be conceding a 4th. After a couple of good... offensive presses from Gramma. He'll finally be stopped. Toxic just sent the long shot on target. Actually high. I thought that was directly in. It looked like Gramma thought so too. And now Gramma spots the overly aggressive push from Toxic. Easy outplay for him. I mean, this is just, this is such an odd series. It looks, I mean, it looks like both players are just making some uncharacteristic mistakes. It's almost like they're on autopilot. You know, when you start playing really late, or you're playing really late at night, and you're not fully engaged, you're not fully reading what your opponents are doing. You're just kind of hands on the controller, going through the motions. Gramma continues to step into awkward positions. Both players playing a fairly one-dimensional style. And it's all-out aggression. Gramma, another mistake there mechanically this time. He'll be conceding a 7th. Another early dive from Toxic results in an easy outplay. Gramma gets a fourth. That's another example. It's kind of what I'm talking about there. You know, it seems as though both players maybe just aren't respecting one another's ability, but I don't think that's the case, which is why I said what I said earlier about autopilot. Maybe it's an effect of the open qualifier where they haven't had to be super focused for the first few matches. Toxic gets another open look. And this rotation is so wide, Gramma looks just like he's conceded. Not only that goal, but this game, just full out. I mean, it reminds me of when I'm playing Tilted. When I'm angry and I'm just throwing all caution to the wind. 10-4. Toxic with a big lead. And about 60 seconds to play. Ceiling pinch, Gramma throws it towards the target. Gramma's got the boost button taped down. Just running laps, man. There we have it. Toxic up 2-0 in the series on match point. Gramma is going to have to make an adjustment. Mentally, strategically. If Gramma wants a chance to push this to 5 and any chance at the series, we'll need to see a different look from him. And unfortunately, it starts off as more of the same. He doesn't need to dive in for this bump in the corner. He doesn't need to do that. And now he's on gold. Gramma! Oh no! It's very early, but this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Now Toxic has made a simple mistake. Just a big miss there on, again, an unchallenged ball. Oh, no. Oh, no. Gramma just could not decide ball or boost. He wanted both and got neither. Oh, what a nightmare. One of the messier series that we've watched in recent times. .330 on the clock. Toxic with possession. Both players full tank of boost. Now it's Toxic creeping out to the midfield for the big pad. However, he does make it back in time. Gramma, again, early dive. Shot is off the post, and we see Toxic repeat the same mistake once again. Telegraphed early dive, easy outplay for Gramma. That's tough. Three-goal deficit. There's plenty of time. Backboard's open. Gramma looking for a double touch, but Toxic sends it away. Great first touch. Gramma has a reset. Shot is right at the goalkeeper. And then he's passed it to Toxic for a sixth. And this... While Toxic is making some mistakes, Gramma just seems like he is not focused. He is not locked in. For example, that dive right there with low boost, it will just never result in a goal. It's just not going to happen. He will never hit that ball through Toxic. And the result is always going to be a slow recovery. It's always going to be him being out of position. It's a play that I know that Gramma knows he won't succeed with. But these decisions have not been uncommon throughout this series. It's a well-executed flip reset play. Bump tacked on the end. We'll push it across the goal line. He's got a third. But again, we're going to need to see big adjustment strategically for this final 90 seconds. Another flip reset attempt. This one is stopped by Toxic. And that will do it. Toxic up 8-3, 53 seconds left. Obviously there's time, but if you have paid attention to the way these games have unfolded, Toxic will almost certainly be getting the win here. We might even see an early GG call. There it is. Gramma falls in game 4. GG's. Toxic moves forward to day 2.